Alright, so a lot of people have been asking me about the group that attacked the Alexandria Safe Zone in last night's new episode of The Walking Dead entitled JSS. Amazing episode. Really amazing episode. So, I'm here to explain what I know and just about everything that's known about this group and stuff. While I do that, my kid's gonna play some Arkham Knight, so you people have something to look at while you listen to me ramble, because I really don't feel like setting up a bunch of stuff I have to do an actual video for it, because there's really not a lot of stuff we know, concrete stuff we know about this group yet. But so I'm gonna give it to you anyway, so you people quit wondering who they are and why they're here and all this other crap.
Read the comics.
Okay. So, the name of the group is the Wolves, and they are the TV show equivalent of the Scavengers from the comic series, much like Joe's group called the Claimers from season 4 were the TV show equivalent of the Marauders from the comics, and the Terminus group was the TV show equivalent of the Hunters from the comics. And to talk about the Wolves, I kind of have to tell you the story with the Scavengers, because it's almost the same, but not quite. See, in the TV show, we're just now starting this. We're in the beginning stages of this arc from the comics called No Way Out, which is what happens in the comic is, I'm not entirely sure what caused this, but the the Scavengers get to Alexandria. They approach the gates and they're like, hey, let us in, or
we'll kill you.
You know, let us in, give us all your stuff, and we won't kill anybody. We'll leave, but if you don't let us in, we will kill everybody in there and then still take your shit. So Rick and our group of survivors, they wasn't having it. They was like, you know what, fuck this. And they kill all the Scavengers, and what it did was it attracted a giant herd of walkers, and thus we get into the meat of the No Way Out story arc, which is where this giant herd of walkers attacks Alexandria, and a crap ton of characters die in the comics. I'm not gonna spoil any comic character deaths, because some of those characters are still in the TV show, and a lot of them aren't, but a lot of the storylines can be changed to different characters. So if you want to know about all what happens in the comics, just go read the comic or whatever. But in the TV show, the Wolves, if you starting back in the second half of season 5, you start like when they're going to Noah's community in Richmond, Virginia, I think it was, Shirewilt. They passed a barn on the way there that was had the words "Wolves not far" on the side of it, and then when they got there to Shirewilt, they know that you know, if you saw it, you know that the place was like basically destroyed and everybody was killed, and then in the one shot they had like graffiti was written on the you know, brick wall thing that said "Wolves not far" again, and then we found walkers with W's like carved into their foreheads and walkers cut up and stuff. And what they are is they are a scavenger group. We don't really know anything really about their history. We know that they are a scavenger group, and what they do is they attack settlements the way they attacked Shirewilt and Alexandria. They go in and they take everything out of Jesus Christ. He was stuck in nothing. Anyway, so they go in, they attack settlements much like they did Noah's settlement and Alexandria, and they take everything they need out of there, and they kill as many people as possible, and you know, they take the dead bodies and they kill the people they killed, and they use them to set up walker traps for people, much like in the season finale of season 5, when Daryl and Aaron were you know, they kind of just walked into that trailer, the semi-truck trailer trap when they were following the red poncho guy. And well, and then you know that was the traps they set for people and stuff, and that's how they raid these places. Well, and then we have like the only two wolves that we knew before that was what they call the long-haired wolf or the alpha wolf, which a lot of people think that dude's the leader. It's the guy that talked to Morgan around the campfire in the beginning of the season 5 finale and stuff, and then the other wolf we'd seen was the blonde dude that helped the first alpha wolf attack Morgan, but then Morgan Donatello'd the shit out of both of them with his bow staff.
See, told you Donnie doesn't have a bad
And then but at that point we only like, it was speculated that there was more of them, but we didn't see any more of them. All we saw was just like those two, so we didn't know how many wolves there were or anything. And then leads us to season 6, and first episode, the big Rick and Morgan discover the big walker fucking herd or whatever, and they're like, we need to move the walker, so all the A team go and move the walkers to try to divert the walkers to Alexandria. But at the end of the episode, you hear the semi-truck horn. Well, in the episode from JSS, what that was Spencer Monroe, Deanna's son, had shot the driver of the truck, and it had hit the wall of Alexandria during the opening attack, during the opening of the attack, and then that's what we heard, and Morgan actually shows up to stop the horn. And then we had the wolves attack. Apparently, yes, they are crazy. They are crazy. I mean, if you couldn't tell that from what all was going on, I'm sorry. Like, they're insane. People are crazy. But they come and they scavenge towns and stuff, and basically that's just what they are. They're just scavengers. I mean, there's not really a whole lot. We don't really know a whole lot about them except for everything I just told you. So yeah, that's pretty much all we know about the wolves right now. A couple things you should be wondering about though about that group is, did Morgan kill the alpha wolf dude back in the yeah, Negan. Back in the the house at the end of JSS? Did he kill that wolf, or did he let him go? I'm hoping they captured him, because maybe you think they might need to capture one of them wolves so they could get some info on the group. That would be the smart thing to do, instead of like Carol just going around killing every one of them. Even though Carol was like the episode's MVP last night.
Until Negan died.
That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. But there's that. There's the thing I'm really wondering about is Enid. Even though we got Enid's backstory at the beginning of the episode with her parents getting killed and riding JSS everywhere, eating the turtle and all that other stuff. It's kind of convenient that she decided to leave right when the attack was happening. Like, it's like, I'm not leaving before then, but oh, here come the wolves, and oh my god, I need to get the hell out of here, which I understand, that's completely understandable. But why then, all of a sudden, But then another thing that really made me think that was like, oh, this bitch might, because it's, okay, since her first appearance in the show and stuff, like, people have thought she, like, the general consensus was, a lot of people thought that maybe she was like a spy for the wolves or something that was sent to infiltrate Alexandria. But then we know from the last episode that the alpha wolf found Aaron's bag when he left during the trap sequence in the season 5 finale with him and Daryl and Morgan, and that's might be how they knew. But I think, but then she was like, she said to Carl when they were protecting Judith, when they were sitting, yeah, Coral, when they were sitting back to back, she said this place can't be she's like, this place can't be protected, it's got too many blind spots. That's how we were able to, and then she gets cut off literally at the end of that sentence. At the end of the sentence, that's how we were able to, bam, she gets cut off. And she was acting really weird, like really weird. So I can't wait in the whole episode for her and Carl to duke it out. But it never happened. It never happened. But maybe she I don't know, maybe she did, like, maybe she was a spy for the wolves, and then she, like, you know, like, had a change of heart after meeting Carl, and, you know, everything, stuff like that, and, you know, but, yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on it. That's all we know. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you more about it, but that's pretty much all we know about this group so far. I'm pretty sure they'll be back. I still think there's more, there could be possibly more of them out there. But Morgan did let 5 of them go, including the blonde one from the season 5 finale, which is the guy he was talking to in last night's episode. So, yeah, maybe, you know, maybe they'll come back. I don't think the wolves are done, because they keep, like, the people that make, like, Greg Nicotero and Scott Gimple and everybody keep saying that the wolves are the first half of season 6's main antagonists.
But then again,
they said that about the Terminus group too, and they died like episode 3. So yeah. So
that's about all we know.
They might come back, they might not.
I mean, they could.
I don't know. I hope they do. I hope they stick around for at least a couple more episodes. Because now we got the mega herd is on its way back. The billion walkers are on their way, and
we all know Wobbins.
Maybe it's not over yet, but like I hope the wolves do stick around for at least a couple more episodes, because like interesting casting call coming for the season 6 finale.
Wait, is it he who is crazy with the
It could be Negan. It could be Negan. The Batman. Negan. The Batman. It could be Negan.
You mean the boy wonder?
Yeah, the boy blunder. Negan.
No, the boy.
Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much everything we know about the wolves so far. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. If I left anything out, I will update
this video
sometime whenever I get around to it.
He's lazy.
But yeah, that's pretty much all we know so far about the wolves. And I'm gonna just let this go from there. Alright, I'm out. Out this bitch.
Peace.